George, how did your performance go the other day?
Very well.
Yes?
Very well, yeah.
Elaborate for me.
There was no mistakes, we all knew the structure, and everyone was in tune and in time. So it couldn't have really gone any better, I think.
Perfect, excellent job. So with regards to your final major project and the research that you've done for it, how has your research helped you? What kind of research were you doing? And how well informed did you feel from doing the research?
I researched using like YouTube videos on the tutorial for the solo of Hold the Line by Steve Lukather, I think it is. And yeah, there was like slow motion videos of just like each note individually, and that's I just basically replicated that and copied. But then I also researched a bit for like Eddie Van Halen's work and started like implementing the tapping part into the like last chorus that we done. And I'd done another little extra solo there, and I just applied the techniques that I'd learned from YouTube and like tutorial videos and just applied them into my playing.
Superb. Good. How well did you plan your time as far as for your research and for your own practice?
For myself individually, it was fine because I've just done it in my free time. Literally, the moment I get home from college, just literally spend about half an hour on it, have dinner, spend another half an hour on it, then that's done. I focus on the other songs.
Okay, brilliant.
Because I tried not to like play one song repetitively because I get sick of it, and that's when I'm like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for me
so
individually, it was fine.
Regular practice, regular research.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Yeah,
Excellent, really good.
Yeah, it was on. I'd say it was every day, daily, pretty much.
Superb. Good, and it showed as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. How about your band? How did your band work together as a unit?
Well, there's three of us already in a band, so we got along absolutely fine. You know, we knew exactly how each other play, and we know how we are. And we had Benji featured in Conundrum with us, and Benji was also in another band, so it was a bit hard having to like share a bassist, but we organised it so he would have Triangle Advantage for 1 week, and then he'd come back to us for 1 week.
Okay.
But he was very good in the sense that he was learning all the songs at home as well, so it did help. And we were rehearsing, I think, like 2 hours a week in total, so we'd done like an hour on a Tuesday, an hour like before lesson on a Thursday.
Good. Any issues that you had, so either from your perspective, from the band perspective, from the show?
Right at the beginning, we had a few disagreements about how the riff is played, but that was just by perspective. And like, for example, with like Night Train, that was a bit tricky because there's 2 guitars, and we had to like make a new part up, and it was just quite a heavy debate on how it should sound. And but yeah, we managed to get to an agreement, and it was just a simple rhythm.
Superb. Wonderful. So tell me, do you feel that you personally reached your goals as far as your final major project?
I do, yeah. I've learned so much. I've like I think before I started like the FMP and stuff like that, I'd noticed that I was quite stiff at some points, like quite robotic and not fluent. And now my fingers just go with the flow. And it's just like the communication between my left and right is just perfect when I play.
Good.
And I'm happy with it.
Wonderful. Tell me what you've learned from this project.
From this project, I've learnt playing solos, because I usually improvise when I play solo, so I've had to learn someone else's solo, which can be tricky sometimes, but a lot to remember as well.
It's a different discipline, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I managed to learn Steve Lukather's solo, and it's quite a long solo, so it did take quite a long time to do it, but I got there in the end. I've learned the way legato scales are played, so just all that stuff. My alternate picking has also improved because in a part of the solo there's like this weird like modal scale that you have to use, like alternate picking. You can't use hammer-ons and stuff like that, so I had to get around that. But yeah. Good,
excellent job. And last question for you, George. What would you do differently next time?
I think I would definitely see, as I recorded the videos, I didn't like annotate them. So what I would do is I would record a video and then annotate them, to be honest, if I was going to do another FMP. So
good, excellent, superb. You are free to go.
Do you not want to see the website, or
no? As in your